Well, Isis, you have a unique story, you know? Grew up in Greece, and you said, can't handle this anymore, I want to be a rock star, want to go to America, and followed your dreams. And tell my viewers a little bit about the story.
It's just like a heart attack. Hit you when you turn your back. Chicadia, the most dramatic.
We did start off in Greece, and we're from the island of Crete, and it's the southernmost island of Greece. And we started off in an artist commune, and up in the mountains of Crete. A lot of great artists have come from that, actually. You know the band Group Love?
Group Love?
Yeah.
Heard of it.
They're like a big indie band. They all came there on separate missions for like art, painting, and so forth, songwriting, and they all formed the band there. But we started the band because we were sick and tired of the music that was out there. Yeah. We were bored with it. There was nothing real. There was nothing that was, you know, for the people. And instead of complaining about it, we started a band.
There you go.
And we were inspired by the first wave of punk rock where, you know, back in the 70s, where all these bands formed because they were sick and tired of what was going on in the world, and none of the bands that had come before them were, you know, up to their standards of real rock and roll. So each band that came out of that scene were different. And that's what made you punk rock, was that you brought something different to the table.
Right.
And so we're like, that's our scene right there.
That's what you want to do.
We restarted that scene. We were invited by Rodney Bingenheimer, a big DJ out of LA, who discovered the Sex Pistols, the Ramones, Blondie, Guns N' Roses, Nirvana, like everyone that you can imagine. Started playing our demo on his radio station and invited us to come play LA, and it was a dream. Wow. I mean, we're a band from Greece. We were the first rock or punk band to ever come to the U.S. to play. There'd been some metal bands before, but BARB WIRE DOLLS were the first ones, and that just opened up the porthole. And now there's a bunch of bands that are from Greece that are touring and doing their stuff here in the U.S.
That is incredible. And you know, you had a great relationship with Lemmy from Motorhead. And what was the connection with your band and him?
So the first night that we arrived in LA, we met Rodney. We went to Cantor's and met him, and then we went up to the Sunset Strip to check out, you know, the clubs, you know, the historic clubs out there. And we met Lemmy outside of the Whiskey A Go Go, and we got talking with him because his drummer Mickey D, he's Greek. And so they love playing in Greece. They've got a great following in Greece, and he loves early punk rock like us.
Yeah.
And he was a part of that scene. You know, he used to hang out with Sid Vicious and everything like that. And for a couple of years, he kept getting our demos and our music, but he'd never seen us live. And then in 2015, when we were doing a residency at the Whiskey, he came and saw us. So full circle right there. Wow. Full circle. And he'd been looking for bands for years, you know, to be on his label, Motorhead Music, to help promote them and be part of his legacy. And when he saw BARB WIRE DOLLS, he gave us the stamp of approval and signed us to his label.
Yeah, that's exciting and incredible journey he had. And
Lemmy Kilmister is the standard of rock and roll.
Yeah.
So, you know, the fact that he gave us his stamp is just, we salute you, Lemmy.
Yeah, I know. I'm fortunate. I got to see him, you know, a couple times, and it just, nobody can replace him. You know, he's irreplaceable. The way he would perform, he owned that stage, and you knew. And more importantly, he loved what he did, and that's what you got to look at.
And he, you know, there was something about him. It was his energy. You know what I mean? That's the thing that can't be replaced. Is, you know, when I first met him and he hugged me for the first time, my knees buckled from the pure strength of his arms. Not that he was holding me tight, but there was a strength, there was an energy that he gave out that was just unexplainable.
Yeah. Go, Rub My Mind, and just came out, and you're excited about that, and playing a couple of them songs on Warped Tour, and it's nice, isn't it?
Yes, we finally get to play these songs because we recorded the album out in Joshua Tree Desert at Rancho de la Luna, which is this historic studio out there. The owner of the studio is the guitarist of Eagles Death Metal, and the whole desert scene out of that area came from that studio, like Queens of the Stone Age, Kaya's, Eagles of Death Metal. And Dave, when he invited us to go record there, it was a huge opportunity. So of course we said yes, but we only had a few songs. It was just a good opportunity to go record there. But the night that we closed the session with him, he was on stage in Paris, and that's the night that the Paris attacks happened.
Right.
And everything changed. We thought we weren't going to go record there because, I mean, they were going to be in hiding, you know, of what happened.
Yeah.
But Dave told us, no, the music must go on. And after everything that happened within that week before we went into the studio, the whole album came out. And so all the songs that are on Rub My Mind were created from everything that was going on, and we had 2 days to record it. We got everything down, and then Iggy Pop came in to do Post-Pop Depression with Josh Homme.
Wow.
So we're glad that the album's finally out now. It's important.
Yeah. Now, what is one important thing that you want your viewers, that your listeners, to come out to Warped Tour? What do you want them to get out of it? Is there a special meaning? You want to cheer them up? What should they learn? A little bit of history of punk rock, or what's up?
I want them to be inspired, to know that whatever they wish to put out there in the world, they can achieve. And there aren't any apologies or excuses to live your life to the fullest extent, because a band from Greece that had no opportunity just took whatever came at them and went out there and grabbed that opportunity. So be that bonfire, because as soon as you create that fire, there'll be other people that'll see it from far away and come join you. And those that can't join you will stay away from the fire to not get burnt. So
let it burn.
Keep it up.
That is awesome. Well, Isis Queen from BARB WIRE DOLLS, make sure you check them out, listen to that new music, and keep punk rock alive. I love the attitude, love the style, love the music, and come out and see her on Warped Tour with her band and rocking it all the way.